Hi there, thank you for joining us for this session. We're going to be looking at the use of the test laminated booklet for sharing the gospel. So in this session we're going to go through step by step and show you how we use this booklet to explain the gospel, and then we're going to look at some live footage to show you how it actually works in a real situation on the street. So we hope you find this helpful. Excuse me, I wonder if you can help me with something. It's a little bit unusual, but we call this the New Zealand Good Person Test. Have you done it before? No? Okay, great. First question is this: do you reckon you're good? Are you a good person? Yes or no? Okay, let's go to the test and see if that's true. First question of our test is this: have you ever told a lie in your life? Okay. Ever stolen something? The value of the item is irrelevant, really. Okay, ever disobeyed your parents? They asked you to do something, you just didn't do it. Alright, number 4, ever hated someone? Really angry with them at a moment in time, you hated their guts. Number 5, ever used God's name as a swear word? Ever said something like, oh my God, oh God, something like that? Okay, if I'm honest, I've actually got to tick all 5 boxes too. Now you may be aware of this, but this is 5 of the 10 Commandments. You heard of the 10 Commandments? Yeah, okay. These are all very significant. So here's the problem. All of us have broken God's laws. When we do that, we say to God, God, I don't respect you. I don't care what you want. I'm living for me. So with this attitude, a big barrier comes down between us and God. Now when you die, if this barrier is still down, there's only one destination for you, and that's hell. And it's a tragic place. It's what you deserve. It's what I deserve. Right? That's the bad news. Here's the good news. Even though you do deserve hell, God wants you with Him. So He sends His Son down, Jesus Christ. You may have heard the story. Jesus comes down, He dies on the cross. He takes your punishment on Himself. You broke the law, Jesus paid your fine. They buried Him dead. 3 days later, He rose again, according to history. Now He builds His bridge for us to cross back over to God. He also removes the barrier. So, to cross this bridge, you've just got to do 2 things. 1, turn away from what you know is wrong. Now you won't be perfect, none of us are, but you've got to be willing to go God's way with your life. He'll help you change. 2, you need to surrender yourself to this Jesus. In other words, ask Him to forgive you for what you've done, enter into your life so you can genuinely change, and then take you across this bridge back to God. Only Jesus can get you across that bridge. So last question for you today is this: if you died tonight, what side would you be on? Would you be stuck on this side or on this side? Now, we've got a booklet here for you. In this booklet, it explains more fully what we've just talked about. And in the back, we've included a prayer. Now, it's not a magic prayer. Like, you don't chant it with candles. That's not going to help you. But if you're genuine, God can hear that. We've also put in 2 pages back the cost. Now you need to understand before you decide to follow Jesus that it's not all going to be easy. Alright, and you need to read that before you decide to follow Him. Any questions, just send me a text on the back here, and I'd love to hear from you. I'll just text you back. It'll be nothing dramatic. But it's been really good talking to you today, and please take what I've said seriously. Cheers guys, how are you? Can you help me out with something? Yeah, sure. A bit unusual. We call this in the New Zealand Good Person Test. Have you seen it before? No. You haven't? Alright. I'm like a Christian worker, nothing wacky, right? You just got to be honest. Yeah, right? Are you good, yes or no? No. Come on. You guys are too humble. Come on. No. Okay, alright. We'll see if you are as humble as you say, right? First question of our test. Ever told a lie? Yes. Right. Ever stolen something? Yes. Ever disobeyed your parents? Yes. Hated someone, wanted to bash them? Yes. You're answering too quickly. You guys should be
we're being honest.
So maybe when I was young. Anyway, I appreciate your honesty, right? Last one. Ever used God's name as a swear word? Ever said like, oh my God, oh God?
Yeah, try not to, but yeah.
Okay. If I'm honest with you two, I've got to be ticking all boxes. Yeah. All 5. All right. Now you know this. These are 5 of the 10 Commandments. You heard of the 10 Commandments?
Yeah.
They're all big, majors, right? We tell lies, we're a liar. Steal stuff, we're a thief. It just gets worse. Okay. Here's the problem. All of us are in fact guilty. When we break God's laws, we're saying to God indirectly, God, I don't respect you. I don't care what you want. I'm just looking for me. All right. So what happens is a big barrier comes up between us and God. See that? When you die, if the barrier remains up, there's only one destination left. Hell. Terrible place. Right? It's what you deserve, it's what I deserve. Right? That's the bad news. Here's the good news. Even though you deserve hell, God doesn't want you there. He wants you with him. Right? So he sends his son down. You know the story. Jesus comes down, he dies on the cross. He takes our punishment on himself. We broke the law, he paid our fine for us. They buried him dead. History says he rose again alive. Total miracle. He now builds this bridge so we can cross back to God. And he gets rid of that barrier. Okay? So to cross the bridge, we've just got to do two simple things. One, turn away from what we know is wrong. Now, we're not going to be perfect, none of us are. But we're saying, God, I really want to go your way, help me change. Two, we need to surrender ourselves to this Jesus. Right? Ask him to forgive us what we've done, enter into our life so we can change, and then actually take us across the bridge. Only he can take us across. Going to church, reading the Bible, being good, and doing whole, wonderful deeds, etc. They're good things to do, but they won't get us across the bridge. Only he takes us across. So, last question for you guys. If you died today, what side would you be on? Would you be stuck on this side, or would you be on this side?
I would like to be here, but I don't know. I don't know about that one actually. Hard question.
Yeah, it's a big question.
Big question, yeah.
It's a tragedy for you. I mean, life, it could be over any moment.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck on that side. God's done all he can to get you across here. He's simply saying to you and me, surrender.
Yeah.
Be willing to change and give me your life. I'll do the rest. Right? I'll give you a book each. You can take this away and read it. On the back is a prayer. This is not a magic prayer. Like, don't chant it with candles. It won't help. But if you're genuine, God can hear it. And a couple of pages in, we have the cost. Now, Jesus said, look, count the cost before you come and follow me. It's not always easy, being a Christian, etc. So you need to understand that before you start. And we put just got my text there. If you've got any queries, just text me. I'll text you back, nothing dramatic. Okay? You have one of those each. Any questions now, before I go?
No.
Was that pretty clear?
It was, yeah. It was really clear.
All right. Well, I encourage you to make sure you get across that bridge.
Thanks a lot.
Okay?
Man.
Good on you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Eh? See you. Catch you.